everybody. So here we have Mr. Keku Bomi Gazdar. So I would request you to please take your seats. And all of you, thank you so much. Thank you. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the time, this is the moment that we move on now with this beautiful, stunning morning. So my name is Janika. I'm your host for this morning, and I would like to welcome all of you in this beautiful morning, and also our chief guest, Mr. Keku Bomi Gazdar. So a very warm welcome. Well, today we have assembled here for yet another corporate event of Everfast Freight Forwarders Private Limited. But this one is absolutely special as we are celebrating our silver jubilee. Can we have a round of applause for that? Everybody. Yes. Very good. I can see the smiles, I can see the beautiful faces, I can see the excitement building up. Well, let us start the proceeding with prayer to Almighty for seeking the divine blessings. I request all of you to please stand for the prayer. Everyone. Thank you everyone. You can take your seats, guys. Requesting everyone to be kindly seated for the rest of the proceedings. Now, before we move on, before we go further, let me give you a brief introduction about the company and welcome you all. So, Everfast Freight Forwarders Private Limited, a journey started in the year 1997, is name that is established well in the freight industry as well as in customers' mind over the past 25 years was the outcome of the need for a holistic, customer-friendly and cost-effective service solutions to the supply chain requirements, which is one of the pillars of global economy. This organization aimed to bring in the genuinity and experience of its founders, Mr. Sunil Kumar and Mr. Arun Kumar, with measured approach to meet customer expectations and help ease out problems to ensure peace of mind. It was a humble and grounded beginning by starting its operations from Delhi, the capital city of India. The cornerstone policy it's adhered was transparency as well as prompt responses and actions to customer requirements. These fundamental policies focused approach with courage to face any challenges paid rich dividend as Everfast grew over the years and now stands tall after completing 25 years with 15 offices across prominent airports, seaports and strategic commercial location in India and over 150 plus human resources working, and we are soaring to new heights. Kudos to that. A round of applause everyone. So customers' trust and confidence in us is the key to our growth and success over the past 25 years. This loyalty is hard-won and mostly driven by the quality of service Everfast renders. The way Everfast has shaped up to offer customized and personalized services with higher amount of flexibility to the clients and the retention rate of the clientele and business positions Everfast in the spotlight. The firm has evolved as per the market requirement and its continuous investment in augmenting the manpower and technology for carrying out the complex logistic requirements in supply chain for all the industry verticals. Now, what makes Everfast so reliable? Well, Everfast is reliable because it is a recognition in trade with licenses from authorized trade entities, internationally recognized, authorized, and renowned agencies, network platforms which we have attained during the long of 25 years. We can be proud of our standing and reputation in the freight world. With our superior quality and commitments, we have awarded our recognitions from trade stakeholder. We make this possible by our exceptionally good teamwork and by building a close relationship with our network of vendors, airlines, and shipping lines, including partnerships with agents. We add value to logistics solution seekers worldwide. Our network has spread its wing across in 15 major cities across India. We are rapidly expanding our reach to fulfill the essentials of every individual seeking dependable freight forwarding solutions. We are in the right path of becoming a global renowned freight forwarding organization through continuous innovation and seamless networking, thereby creating value for your business. We speak the language of customers just as fluent as our business model. Our goal remains to play a substantial role in accelerating our customers' business supremacy. Yes, the journey has not been an easy one, but still we all together as a team managed to harbor good results. There have been great challenges and obstacles in our path, but we nailed it everywhere by doing things right and doing right things to attain peace of mind. What a line, guys. A huge round of applause. So, yes, at Everfast, we don't just deliver freight, but peace of mind. So, yes, that's a line I really like. We don't just deliver freight, but peace of mind. That is very important. And with this, let me, with your permission, get on to officially welcome our today's gathering. We are extremely delighted to have Mr. Keku Bomi Gazdar sir with us today as our chief guest and keynote speaker for the inaugural function for this morning. Mr. Keku Bomi Gazdar is presently the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Aviapro Logistics Services Private Limited. He holds broad-ranging experience of 32 years in freight industry, primarily with air cargo industry, top management positions like CEO, Managing Director, Regional Head, Consultant, and many more for various prestigious global airlines and other freight organizations in the regions of Levant, Middle East, Arabian Gulf, and Indian subcontinent. He has also headed India's largest air cargo terminal operations with a presence in over 45 airports, and earlier he successfully set up 3 airlines regional headquarters in Dubai, Sharjah, and Chennai. Guys, where are the clappings? Thank you so much. And it's not enough, guys. Out of the many prestigious organizations, he has worked in many positions. For the many positions, the stint as director of AAI, that is Airport Authority of India, Cargo Logistics and Allied Services Limited, holds special importance wherein he set up India's first road air transshipment via Kolkata successfully in 2018 and supported Government of India, Lifeline Udan, Vaccine Maitri and Krishi Udan initiatives internationally and domestically. During the COVID and immediate post-COVID time, he was the propelling force from the industry in close coordination with Government of India and Ministry of Civil Aviation, driving the movement of vaccines and other essential goods into and out of our country. Sir, your contribution to our nation building and the services for the humanity is extremely fantastic. Okay, we have more. He also developed and commissioned as integrated cargo terminal at Jaipur and a dedicated international courier terminal in Kolkata. He also commissioned international cargo terminals in Aurangabad, Madurai, Varanasi, Srinagar and Vishakhapatnam, as well as domestic cargo terminals at Bagdodra, Bhopal, Dehradun, Guwahati, Habali, Jammu, Leh, Rajamundry, Surat, Srinagar and Thiruvananthapuram, Tirupati and Vijayawada. He has many feathers in his cap. He has been awarded as a trailblazer and industry ambassador by DDP in 2018 and 2022 respectively. Additionally, he has been awarded as Air Cargo Person of the Year in 2019 and 2020 by ACAI Eastern Region. He is chartered member of CMILT and a member of CII, National Committee on Civil Aviation India. He is former member of Civil Aviation Advisory Group and Air Cargo Promotion Board under aegis of Honorable Minister of Civil Aviation India. He was a former member of Investment Clearance Cell and Defence Convergence Committee under Ministry of Civil Aviation, Government of India. Sir, we are extremely privileged and honored to have you here as our chief guest and keynote speaker for our Silver Jubilee event, and with great respect, deep affection, we welcome you. All right, so this was the introduction and the kind of experience, a long experience you have. This was a brief introduction of Sir. And now, moving on to the next one. Our managing directors of Everfast Freight Forwarders Private Limited, Mr. Arun Kumar and Mr. Sunil Kumar, two best friends and a great visionaries, joined their hands in 1997 to put the foundation of this great organization, which in turn over past 25 years transformed to a reputed corporate entity. Thank you. The corporate philosophy they followed was short, simple, and crisp. Think big, think differently, think fast. Think ahead and aim for the best. Since its inception, the founding members have been of the view to give its employees a free hand to decide what's best for their work and the company as a whole. We at Everfast rightly say there are two bodies and one soul, thus we have unity of direction, clarity of thoughts, the backbone of our success today. Sir, we respect and love you for what you are, and with big heart and gratitude, we welcome you both in the Silver Jubilee inaugural meeting this morning. No organization can be successful without a dedicated and hard-working team, and we have one such great team in Everfast Freight Forwarders Private Limited, who has scripted the success story. A warm welcome to all the team members. Round of applause for all of you as well. Thank you. We would also like to welcome the crew and the media and the technical support staff who is covering up this morning event. Now, as we all are Indian, and being an Indian, we always start with a lot of grace and positivity, right? And we always start with the lighting of lamp. So light is a symbol of brightness and prosperity, as light expels darkness and negativity to bring in prosperity and happiness in our lives. So to take this morning a blessed one by seeking the choicest blessing from God Almighty, I now invite our honorable chief guest, Mr. Keku Bomi Gazdar, and managing directors of Everfast Freight Forwarders Private Limited, Mr. Sunil Kumar and Mr. Arun Kumar, along with Mr. Santosh Singh, who is the first team member to join the organization with its managing directors. Wow. To please light the lamp. Sir, can I have all of you on stage to light the lamp along with our chief guest? I would request everyone to please stand up. Yes, sir. Can we do the honors? Everyone? Thank you. Well, now I can see the smiles, the energy, and the positivity. Thank you so much, guys. You can take your seats. So, thank you. All right. So now this is the time to hear from our respected speaker, Mr. Keku Bomi Gazdar. As we all know, Keku sir is a very busy person, but irrespective of this, he has consented and taken out many hours from his tight schedule to be with us and address us today's morning. Keku sir is a man of practical wisdom and ideas whom our industry is looking up to for a final word and solution in times of utmost need. He is an individual who brought in many revolutionaries and path-breaking changes in our industry for its progress and growth. He is a new age leader with lots of practical ideas, die-hard determination, and always hold and spread to his team and other stakeholder a can-do attitude, and who always willing to learn, help, and lead by example and power of vision. Sir, with deep pride, honor, we invite you, your good self, to deliver the keynote address once again. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Good to be here among all of you. Nice smiling faces. I think I'm the only odd one out wearing a suit. Had I known this, I would have put on my shorts and track pant and t-shirt and been here. But good to see all of you here. First of all, thank you, Sunilji and Arunji, for having me over. It's always a pleasure to address all of you. I have to tell you something about Sunilji, which I was thinking about last night. It's about 10 years since I met Sunilji first, almost 10 years. And in him, I found some leadership qualities that are very, very unique. I don't know how many of you noticed this, but have you seen Sunil ever angry? I have not seen Sunil angry. I have not seen Sunil upset. In spite of, in my previous life, making a mess of a couple of shipments of him, a gentleman, very rare in our industry, who smiles at issues and problems. Sunil, it's always a pleasure to be in your presence, and thank you for having me over. So, I'm not going to talk to you so much about what you already know and what your company is doing. That's not what I'm here for. I'm going to share with you a couple of my life experiences over these past years, and probably you would like to look at those and see whether that applies to you or not. First, let me tell you that I'm an eternal learner. I probably have been in this industry for 33 years. Osho tells you how old I am. And also, it makes me learn every day from the next generation of leaders, many of whom are here in front of me. I often tell my colleagues, my team, that the ideas for the future are not going to come from the past. No. They're going to come from the future, okay? And what you think about the future today is what's going to drive you. First of all, I want all of you to give yourselves a very big round of applause for today. 25 years. 25 years is not a joke to celebrate. Whether it's a wedding, an anniversary, or a company. It's not a joke. And compliments to you, Anil, and to you, Arun, for spearheading this organization that has grown to 17 cities, if I'm not mistaken, and probably over 100 employees or 200 employees as it is. You started your journey in 1997, and I'm sure you had all your ups and downs, joys and sorrows, victories and triumphs. But what I always admired about this organization is you never lost the enthusiasm to move ahead and move forward. You never compromised on your values, and you never ever had the loss of passion in what you do. Two very important points here: compassion and enthusiasm. Very critical for our industry today. Let me start by my first point that I want to highlight is that about customers. They are your key. They are very important for you. But in my career, I never chase customers. I only chase opportunities. There's a big difference between the two. And why do I do that? Because opportunities will last a lifetime. Customers will come and go. Hopefully come and not go. But there is always this chance. Opportunities, on the other hand, are eternal. Seek those opportunities wherever you can in your business. The way Everfast has shaped and customized and offered personalized service is something that probably a lot of your contemporaries should look at and try to emulate from you. You were a trendsetter in a saturated market in '77. I remember this year very carefully. There were a lot of milestones. I was not in the country at that time, but I remember this time very well. There were times when there were struggles, and for two young entrepreneurs at that time, who are still young by the way, to have that enthusiasm to start an organization is something remarkable. People rarely embrace products that are complex, time-consuming, or difficult to use, irrespective of the product's capabilities, irrespective of what you offer. You can take any example. The unwritten rule across the industry is that disruptive forces are constantly at play, reshaping the way the organization thinks about technology, conducts businesses, and looks at the future. This is, of course, very true for our industry in logistics. From new technologies to exploring and taking advantage of shifting regulations, requiring new strategies and tactics to ensure compliances, Everfast has and continue to be and emerge with an edge that remains competitive. Companies such as yours, succeed are the ones who embrace a combination of latest trends and utilize them to capitalize on traditional and established technologies. I started by talking about this word customer, and I think it's very important for all of us to understand why customer revolves around you. There are two ways you can do business. You can always say that this is what we do, right? You want to be with us? Good. You don't want to be with us? Bad luck. You also have another option, and you ask your customer, what do you want? And we will tailor our solutions to you. In my opinion, probably Sunil and Arun, I think you chose the latter. And that's something that all of you in this room should be extremely proud of to do. Organizations such as yours rely heavily on technology, suppliers, technology both digital and technology that revolutionizes the logistics industry. Okay? It's not just important for us to understand what happened 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago and say, you know what, everything's working fine, why do we need change? Trust me, if you don't change to the market will force you to change. So it's better you change before you're forced to change. And I think if I read the organization's ethos, the words that were mentioned earlier before me on what this company is all about, it's very, very clear that you're moving in the right direction. You need to show customers how much you appreciate that they choose you over competition. It's very important. It works every time. And like I said in the beginning, these are some of the life learnings that I have had. To me, it works every time. If you have made a promise to deliver to your customer, deliver it. No matter what, deliver it. If you want that customer to be with you, deliver. There are sometimes things that are beyond your control. There are sometimes that issues take place. Shipments do get lost, damaged, broken, etc. But what you do of that situation is more important than how you panic about that situation. And as I began by saying, I know Sunil and the way he handles his customers, not just from what Sunil tells me, but because I have industry colleagues who tell me about your organization. Compliments to you on that as well. You have an option between excellence and perfection. As a person, or as an organization, that choice is with you. What do you want to do? Be a perfectionist or pursue excellence? I don't know about you, but I chose excellence. Perfection has a problem, and that is you're expected to be perfect every time and not make mistakes. Doesn't work. Let's face the harsh reality of life. Not possible. Excellence, on the other hand, is the pursuit of perfection. All right? And the more you want to pursue this in whatever you do on a day-to-day basis, trust me, you will succeed. Innovation is something else that is very dear to me, and is something that I feel sorry about. And I'll tell you why. I think in this audience, there is a big mixture of sea freight and air freight colleagues. To all the sea freight colleagues here, two confessions. One, I don't know anything about sea freight, so don't expect me to talk about sea freight at all. Second, compliments to the shipping fraternity for your innovation. I can list out the numerous commodities that were traditionally air freight, but moved to ocean. I cannot think of a product that moved from ocean to air. And this would not have been possible if the shipping industry did not innovate. To all of you here, please look at innovation as something that you need to focus on in your times ahead in this organization. You don't innovate, you'll perish. Look at what has happened during the movement of perishables. Okay, I did not hear about having vaccines move, not vaccines, pharma move by sea till about a couple of years ago. Today, pharma moves by sea. Why does it move by sea? Because shipping innovated in terms of refrigerated, it innovated in terms of transit times, it innovated in terms of handling, it innovated in terms of containerization. It innovated. I still see the same Aeroville copy that I started my career with. I still see the 14 pages. I still see manual typewriters. Nothing wrong in it. Nothing wrong. I still see it. Okay? We are in a digital era. We are in an era that we need to focus on and grow electronically, digitally, paperless, paper-free, whatever you want to call it, however you want to call it. Whether you like it or not, that's going to be the future. Innovate. Please innovate. A lot has been spoken about COVID and what the government did. I was fortunate to be part of that exercise But there were many learnings of that exercise. And one of the learnings that I took was when situations come to us where there is no script, there is no earlier precedence, there is no manual, there is no SOP, it is just the human factor that will innovate. I still sometimes wake up in the night sweating to think, God forbid we had fumbled. Okay, there would have been a disaster of an unmagnitude protection in this country. And thanks to everybody, and a lot of you here, probably all of you here, had a role to play in that distribution. Today, if each and every one of you are double vaccinated, if each and every one of you had fresh food on the table during that COVID period, during that last 2 years, you should thank yourselves first, because you made it happen. And the rest of the people in the world who got it need to thank you as well for what you have accomplished. I want to also talk a little bit about why it is important for us to look at the future today. Innovation was one aspect. I spoke about compassion. I spoke about enthusiasm that we have in industry. But I want to ask you a couple of questions and be honest with yourselves when you answer them. How many of you had breakfast this morning? All? Excellent. How many of you had a silent prayer thanking the logisticians and the farmers who made that possible? Think about it. First, thank yourselves. You are part of this industry that have made the food on your table this morning possible, and probably for the rest of the days and your lives ahead. A little bit of gratitude goes a long way. I started this very recently, so I am a part of this guilt as much as anybody else is. Add value to your business. Add value. Okay? If you don't add value to the business, your customers have probably another 3, 4, 5, 6,000. I don't know how many forwarders are in this country. But they have an option. They have a choice. They don't need to be with you. They are here with you because you add value to their business. If you think that service and rates are the only thing that is important to a customer, I beg of you, please think again. Those days of having sales and rates and services, excellent, very good. Today the customer is asking, what's the value you bring to my business? And that value addition is going to be the game changer, not just for yourselves personally, but for the organization as a whole. Ethics. I don't need to talk about it. I know from my past what ethics has done, and I also know how deeply engraved ethics is in your organization. Do maintain that. A lot of people talk about customer first, right? I'm a big fan of Richard Branson, and I remember what he said, it is employees first. Sorry, Arun. It's always been employees first, okay? Trust me. They don't pay your salaries, okay? Your customers pay your salaries. So it's your customers who pay your salaries. They are a medium between them. Please ensure that that respect that these gentlemen of the dais has given you, not just in terms of employment. I always say they have not provided you a job. They have provided you an opportunity, okay? It is up to you. And I know many of you, including the gentleman who's been here for 21 years, congratulations. It's a big compliment to be in an It's a big compliment to be in an organization for that long. You know, I have a joke on that. That probably is that the gentleman has the shortest CV available here. Compliments anyway. Be future ready. Don't wait for it. Okay? Our business will evolve, and it will evolve around your customers. Be future ready. What would you want to see this industry be in the next 15, 20, 25 years is what you need to start talking about and thinking about today. Probably in the course of your discussions in the next day, 2 days, whenever, please think about it. Okay? You think that the traditional level of business is going to continue for the future? Think again. Listen. Just listen. A lot of our issues today in our industry especially is that we listen to respond, we don't listen to assimilate. That is one of the learnings that I had over the past years, and I'm terribly guilty of that point, and I'm making a conscious effort even now to do what is simply called listening. I saw something this morning in the speech that this lady gave about the organization, and something struck to me which I think was very unique. There is compassion, and in compassion there's a word called passion inside it. I think both these are very, very critical for the success of your organization as you move forward. Okay? You got to have passion for what you do. If you think that you could do business without passion, think again. Nothing works without passion. You got to be getting up in the morning and asking yourself 2 questions. 1, am I better than I was yesterday or not? And 2, if I'm not, what do I do today to be better than I was yesterday? Everything else follows. Your company, your targets, your achievements, your milestones, later. If you're not a better person than what you were yesterday, suggest you go back to bed. Add humor and fun. Our industry, unfortunately, doesn't have humor. I sometimes want to see why we don't have fun at our workplace. And I think it's important to drive this home to everybody. You spend more working hours of your life in the office than you do at home. So if you really want to have a healthy life and laugh, have some fun, you know. Have a sense of purpose for what you're doing. A sense of purpose is something like a mission statement, though I won't say it exactly as a mission statement, but it is something like a mission statement. Okay? I recently, about 3 months ago, moved away from the government to go back to the private sector where I came from 5 years ago. And a lot of people asked me about, why did you leave this organization to move back to the private sector? I had a great time, but I missed what was called a sense of purpose. And the sense of purpose for me was to grow the cargo business in this country. And somewhere down the line, I personally did not feel that sense of purpose, and I said, I need to go back to the roots, to where I could deliver what I am passionate about, and that is delivering air cargo excellence. So, just in summary, each of you here today are a stakeholder in this organization. These are shareholders, you are stakeholders. You complement each other, you're married to each other. And this remains forever and ever. Okay? You have a responsibility for delivering excellence. Everything else follows. Your profits, your cost reduction, your targets, everything follows. But first have a sense of purpose and a sense of belonging to the organization, which from this gathering that I see here today, I can see it very, very clear, visible, and probably compliments to the team, the managing team here, the leadership team here, who is delivering that kind of openness. I heard again this morning as to how you give freedom to your partners, to your colleagues here, to take decisions in the interest of the company. Trust me, not many companies do it. So if you have the freedom and the choice given to you to excel, please utilize that wisely. I want to end with just 3 sentences that I've made a mission of, that I want to see before I walk into the sunset. 1, go green. 2, go blockchain. And 3, go innovate. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a very happy 25th anniversary. May God bless all of you, and may all of you reach new heights. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Now this is the open Q&A round. So if you have any questions, any doubts, any queries, then we have the best person here who will answer all your questions. So please go ahead. Yes, you have got the opportunity, so please utilize that. So if you have any questions, then please go ahead. Anyone? No one? Yes? Anyone from right, left? You can just raise your hand, we'll give you the mic. Huh? No one? All right. Are you sure? Huh? Okay, thank you. So thank you, Keku sir. Thank you so much for taking out your precious time and being here with us. And thank you so much for capturing the need of our event so very well and inspiring, motivating and challenging us with your thought-provoking and delightful speech derived out of your great practical wisdom, understanding and research for many years. Thank you very much and kindly accept our great appreciation for making this morning a memorable one. Thank you so much. All right, now I would request everyone to please stand up once again for a bit as we all are standing in attitude of prayer and respect. Let me now humbly request and invite the managing directors, Mr. Arun Kumar and Mr. Sunil Kumar, to do the honor of felicitating our chief guest, Keku sir. Thank you so much, sir. As we all are in Rajasthan, so felicitating with the total Rajasthani Anban Shan. Thank you. Thank you so much. You can take your seats. Thank you so much, guys. All right, now we are coming to the closing of this inaugural session, and we started our day with a prayer offering to the divine force, and that's we like to close the session also with a prayer offering in form of a devotional dance presentation. This is the much awaited segment of this morning. When we thought of this, first idea was to call a professional guest artist to do this honor, but Everfast team is full of great artistic talent too. And finally, the lot fell to none other than for our great team member and graceful artist, Miss Aishwarya Abhayan. Miss Aishwarya Abhayan is a trained classical dancer. She will be offering our prayers through an Indian classical dance form called Mohiniyattam in the tune of a Carnatic classical song, Madhava Mamava Deva Krishna, a prayer offering to Lord Krishna, who is the symbol of mercy, compassion and wisdom, and an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. So inviting ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands together for Miss Aishwarya Abhayan for the devotional prayer dance presentation.
माधव मामव देव कृष्ण यादव कृष्ण यदुकुल कृष्ण माधव मामव देव कृष्ण यादव कृष्ण यदुकुल कृष्ण माधव मामव देव कृष्ण यादव कृष्ण यदुकुल कृष्ण माधव मामव देव साधु जनार्दन सार्वभौम माधव मामव देव साधु जनार्दन सार्वभौम माधव मामव देव साधु जनार्दन सार्वभौम माधव मामव देव माधव मामव देव कृष्ण यादव कृष्ण यदुकुल कृष्ण माधव मामव देव कृष्ण अम्बुजलोचना कम्बुसुभग्रीव बिम्बाधर चन्द्रबिम्बानन अम्बुजलोचना कम्बुसुभग्रीव बिम्बाधर चन्द्रबिम्बानन चाम्पेयनासाग्र भग्नसुमौक्तिक शारद चन्द्र जनित मदन चाम्पेयनासाग्र भग्नसुमौक्तिक शारद चन्द्र जनित मदन माधव मामव देव कृष्ण यादव कृष्ण यदुकुल कृष्ण माधव मामव देव
Thank you so much, Aishwarya, for lifting all of us with your divine dance performance. And now I would like to call on stage Mr. Arun Kumar, Managing Director of Everfast Freight Forwarders Private Limited, to deliver the vote of thanks speech.
Keku sir, with your permission, I would like to use the language of the masses. ये हमारा सौभाग्य रहा है. We have been very fortunate that we had his presence. As we know that he has a vast experience of 33 years. पिछले 33 सालों में जो साहब का एक्सपीरियंस है और जो अंत में उन्होंने जो इनपुट्स दिए हैं, इट्स अ हम्बल सजेशन दैट काइंडली पॉन्डर ऑन दोज पॉइंट्स और उसको यूज करें, एंड यू विल सी वेयर वी विल बी. एंड थैंक यू सो मच सर फॉर टेकिंग टाइम in such a short notice. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Arun Kumar. All right, now we will have a tea coffee break for 20 minutes. So yes, you can go ahead and enjoy your tea and coffee break. Thank you so much. And remember, it's just for 20 minutes, so you need to get back on time in the banquet. Thank you. So we are closing the first session over here. And now we will have a tea coffee break for around 20 minutes and requesting all of you to please assemble here on time for the second session. Thank you.